In today's Borrowed Bake, we are making French baguettes, and thanks goes to @TheRealSourdoughMom for sharing your recipe. To make it, you'll need 725 grams of warm water and 250 grams of active starter, and then you're going to give that a mix. To that, you're going to add 25 grams of salt, and then 1,000 grams of bread flour. You're going to mix it until it becomes a shaggy dough, and then when it's all combined, you're going to set it aside for an hour. Then you'll begin your first of 4 stretch and folds. Now, each time you do a stretch and fold, you're going to set that dough aside for another 30 minutes or so and come back and do the next one. You'll set your dough aside for about 2 hours and then come back and lay it out onto a floured surface. You're going to divide the dough into 3 equal parts, and you're going to put it into the shape of a rectangle, fold in the sides, and then roll it up on top of itself. Now, this is a bit of a sticky dough. It was very, very hot at my home when I did make this recipe, so I did have to add little bits of flour along the way to keep it from sticking, but you're going to shape those into a bowl, and then you're going to set it aside, let them rest for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, shape it into a rectangle again, and you're going to fold that dough horizontally up on top of itself, and you're going to tuck it about a third of the way in to the center of the dough. Tuck it in nice. You're going to spin the dough around, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side so that you can start to shape your baguette. So just tuck it in little by little until that nice shape is formed. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a third of the dough, and we're actually going to use the heel of our hand to pin that down. And now, because the dough is a little bit sticky, I'm adding a little bit of flour to my hand so that it will actually release as I'm pushing down and creating that baguette shape. I'm going to set it aside for 45 minutes before I get ready to bake. I'm going to dust the surface with a little flour, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab my bread lame, and I'm going to score the dough. Now, the bread's going to go into a preheated 450-degree oven, and you want to make sure that you have some form of water in a pan at the base of your oven so that you can create some steam so you get the proper crust on the outside. Look at this beautiful bread. And if you're looking for some Tuscan dipping oil, look for that recipe in my profile as well. It pairs perfectly with this baguette.